Good day. Today I want to talk about demonic delicacies. If you saw the thumbnail of the person eating a roach, it was very nasty, and I know, but I want to share with you a dream that I had last week. And in the dream, people were eating cockroaches, and it was disgusting and graphic, and the person who was serving them called the roaches a delicacy. And that really stuck out to me. And that same week, I heard a pastor in Canada preaching, and he said that he was talking about demonic diets and demonic delicacies, and it was right on with what I saw. So I titled this demonic delicacies. So I'm gonna bring out James chapter 1 verse 21, and also I'm gonna put a lot of scriptures in the description of the video on YouTube so that you can check all of these out because I don't want to take the time. And so in James 1, it says for us to cleanse ourselves from all filthiness of the flesh and of the spirit. And that word filthiness is ruparia. And it means a moral filthiness, not a bath physically. It means a bathe in the spirit, with bathe our soul, cleanse our soul. And so in this dream, I was in a restaurant and people were happy and festive, and they were eating and laughing and drinking tequila, and they were drunk, and I'm sitting there at a table just observing. This one lady ordered something in another language, and it's sound beautiful how she ordered it. So when the waitress came to me to take my order, I said I'll have what she's having because it sounds good. The waitress brought me out a beautiful bowl, a dish. It looked like hand painted china inside and out. It was just gorgeous. And when I received it, I looked in it and there were three cockroaches and some little veggies. There was a fork stabbed in one of the cockroaches. So all I had to do was put it in my mouth. That grossed me out, and I placed the bowl on the table, slid it all the way away from me. So I just observed because I'm shocked that these people are eating cockroaches and they like it. They call it a delicacy. I looked to my left, there was a long table with a whole family, mama, daddy, teenage siblings, elementary school kids, and they were laughing and talking. The waitress brought them a huge bucket, a big bucket, and she just poured it on the table, kind of like if you've ever seen a crab boil or crawfish boil where they just pour the crustaceans out on the table and everybody just goes at it. It was just like that. But these roaches were 2 feet, 3 feet long, huge, black, shiny, nasty. And they were laughing and, oh, and a couple of the roaches fell off the table. One of them crawled up the lady's leg and was just hanging out on her. And she's still on the waitress leg, and she's still writing down. It didn't bother her that the roach was hanging out on her leg at all. They So one started crawling my way on the ground. So I picked my feet up off the ground. I can't stand it. I'm freaking out, right? So I put my feet on the chair and I stood on the chair. And then I looked over to my husband and I said, I'm ready to go now. And then that was the end of that. And as I meditated on that dream, the Holy Spirit began to show me about the Holy Spirit was showing me how, this is the church. This is the carnal, very carnal, worldly minded, professing Christians who are eating the same filth that the world eats, and they are enjoying it. And the Bible clearly tells us in 1 Corinthians chapter 10 that, we cannot eat and partake of the Lord's table and the table of demons also. You have to understand that everything that is propagated from the world comes from the kingdom of darkness. The Bible clearly tells us that this whole cosmos, this whole world system, economic, social, every kind of way that this is under the persuasion and the motivation of the devil. So that's why he says, be in the world, but don't be of it. And that's the problem. He's showing me how so many carnal Christians are of the world. They're in the world and of it. They eat the same things the world eat. They say the same things. They see the same things. They hear the same things, and they absolutely love it. God is saying what you are eating, carnal church, what you are eating has been sacrificed to demons. I know someone that was high up in the entertainment world, and they said that most of the executive, big money, big buck producers are very perverted. And so a lot of them worship Satan. A lot of them are just sexually immoral in every kind of way. They hire the filthiest writers that they can get to produce television shows and movies. They try to make dad look stupid. They try to make, the kids get smart with the mom and dad. You have no authority over me. I'm rebellious. And they glorify sin. And the problem is that that's fine for the world. Because if they're in the world and they're not believers, they can do what they want to do. They're not going to heaven. God is saying, I'm speaking to my church, and I'm telling you not to partake of what the world partakes, because the world is partaking filthiness and moral infestation of filth, and they enjoy it. And the problem is, my bride does it too. There's no distinguish. There's no difference. You can't even tell. The Lord told me a long time ago. He said, why are you entertained by the very sins that I commanded you to flee from? You cannot partake in sexual immorality, fornication, adultery, perversion, and I'm telling you, these things pollute and defile the soul of a man. And you're sitting here watching a reality show, these scandal things, everybody cheating on their husband, everybody cheating on their wife, perverted, the dancing, the sexual suggestions, the rebellion. You see on social media, I know people that they're professing to be Christians, but yet they post videos of a teenager beating up her mama. Now, how in the world is that not demonic that a teenager would beat up her own mama, and you sitting there laughing at it? You think that's funny? That's very sickening. That's very sad, the things that the carnal church is consuming. So I just want to bring that out because the Lord showed that to me, and He is asking His church, pay attention to what comes in your ear gate, your eye gate, your emotions, your mind. Separate yourself. Come out from among them. Touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. This is very serious. And I just hope that you think about this. It's impacted my life. If I'm watching television and something pops up nasty, I literally say, no cockroaches for me, and I turn the channel. If I see something on social media when I'm doing something and it's something nasty or perverted or carnal, I'm like, no cockroaches for me. Listen, we got to keep our soul clean from the filth of the world. We don't want anything in common with a devil, okay? And I just hope that this didn't come across arrogant or anything, because my heart is humble and want us to get it and to grow and be effective for the kingdom, okay? You have a good week, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.